Paris, New York, all such beautiful cities, but no city in this world can follow the beauty and the delight of London. And especially for Sherlock Holmes fans, this is the heaven. You guys all know Sherlock Holmes, right? You probably have heard of him. He is the master detective, the thinking machine, the horrible friend who lied to his bestie that he was dead for 3 years. And all those fans of him. We call ourselves Sherlockian, or as I prefer, Holmesian. As a huge Holmesian myself, London was my dream city for years and years. Just to be where the detective was, just to feel the city and think how it was 200 years ago, I am pretty sure for fans outside the UK or even inside, London is the best place a Holmesian can ever be, followed by the Reichenbach Falls in Switzerland. So, what to do when you're in London? Well, you could visit the famous sites, for example, the Big Ben, London Eye, Tower Bridge. But if you're here to enjoy the home of Sherlock Holmes, well then you have few places which are musts for Holmesians. First of all, of course, the Baker Street and the Sherlock Holmes Museum in 221B Baker Street. The famous address of the legendary detective, and just to be there in his house, it's unimaginable. You can reach 221B by bus, but you'd rather prefer the underground. There are other lines to Baker Street Station, but I recommend you to take the Bakerloo line because when you get out of the train, you can see Holmes' silhouette next to the sign of the station. You really don't want to miss a photo of it. So when you get out, you're probably aware of the Sherlock Holmes statue. This big metal statue stands in front of Baker Street Station, so you need no need to walk extra to see this. The great detective stands there as we had always thought, tall, gaunt, with his deerstalker pipe and the Inverness cape. You really don't want to miss this. 221B is just a short walk. We recommend you to buy your tickets already online, and when you are there, you need to get in the gift shop. For it's small inside, only small amount of people are allowed to go in there, so you might wait a little bit. The rooms inside are just wonderful. When you climb up the 17 stairs, you just get dragged into the Victorian era. I won't spoil that much, but the beauty of the rooms are just undescribable. The first floor is the consulting room and Holmes' room, second floor Watson's and Mrs. Hudson's, and the third floor is a small wax museum with characters which we know so good. I recommend you don't see the descriptions directly, but guess who this is first. Then you'll see how much you know about Sherlock Holmes. I personally got everyone except one. You get a guide on the first floor, and he was really nice and cheerful for me. The gift shop is also remarkable. It's full of Holmesianas, and you'd really enjoy it. There are books, t-shirts, magnets, posters, and many more. Just the perfect place to buy Sherlock Holmes goods. There are also some for Granada Sherlock Holmes series and the BBC Sherlock series. So then you think your Sherlock Holmes tour is done. Nope, you still have one more place to go. The Sherlock Holmes pub. Located near Trafalgar Square, this beautiful pub is just for Sherlock Holmes fans. Inside, you get to see many things reminding of Holmes and Watson. But at a pub, it gets really crowded at evenings, especially Fridays, so have that in mind. There's also a restaurant upstairs, and I recommend you to book it, or else you might not have any chance to eat there, just like me. And one more, if you're also a Sherlock fan, there's a place you might want to go to. The place where they shoot Sherlock. Remember the restaurant Speedy's? You can eat there. Starting the day with an English breakfast in Sherlock location is just wonderful. It's in 187 North Gower Street, Euston Road, London. The food is also very tasty and you'd really like the English breakfast. And don't forget the breakfast tea. The staffs are also nice, and inside you see some photos of Sherlock and John. Right next to the door, it's the door of 221B, which is not written there, but still is the door in the TV series. You will love it there. But the most important thing is just to feel and walk around London. Just feel the detective city and his presence. You walk the same road which you are walking just right now. Enjoy. You don't need to follow Sherlock Holmes just to enjoy London. Anywhere you go, as long as you're in London, Sherlock Holmes is with you.